Hello and shalom to all of my Hebrew brothers and sisters out there. This is your brother Dana coming to you live from a very restless city of Chicago. Today, when I got off work about 3:30, I needed to get some gas, and so I usually go to Costco because it's much cheaper. And as I was on my way and just a couple blocks away from it, I was thinking, what is going on? Because I was in this line of traffic. And as I finally got to this parking lot of Costco, I saw the line that took me over 30 minutes to finally get some gas. And I was puzzled at that because I was thinking, this is what it's like on a Saturday morning or a Sunday maybe afternoon, but not a Thursday afternoon. I got gas and I was hungry. I hadn't had nothing to eat yet today. You know, when you're working with kids and you're doing what you can do to love on them and to empower them. You don't always get a chance to grab something to eat. And so I was going to get a nice hot dog there, beef hot dog with a drink for $1.50. But it took me almost 10 minutes to find a place to park. And at first I'm like, why am I going through all of this for a hot dog? I'll go home and just get something else to eat or go someplace else and grab something. But as I began to walk into the building, I noticed that there were no carts. And then once I got through the line to even get into the store, it was more packed than I've ever seen on a Saturday. And not only were shelves empty and people were crowded and waiting in line and had their carts filled with various items, there was an obvious spirit, or the atmosphere was very clearly filled with anxiety and fear. And so I took a little walk. And during that walk, I also took a few pictures. Of course, I wasn't, shocked to see that the sanitizers and soaps that kill bacteria to be gone. I wasn't so shocked to see this is on the other side of this aisle, but this here on this aisle is where paper towels used to be. And yet I was still not shocked that that aisle was empty. And then some of the aisles where all the toilet paper were gone, I wasn't shocked, although if there's a virus coming, what is the need for all that toilet paper? But then I got to the aisles of food, and this is what I found. Got to aisles of beef, hamburger, steaks, chicken. It was all gone. Saw the rotisserie man handing out numbers to people who were willing to wait for a rotisserie chicken. The water, gone. Limited to 2 per person. And this is me standing in the middle of the store looking forward to all the people waiting in line. And as I was walking through everybody to go get my hot dog, because see, I didn't need a cart. I didn't have a cart. Because as I was walking in this store, I heard the confident voice of the Most High Yah reassure me that I wasn't being arrogant, but I was walking in confidence to know that that fear in the atmosphere that was coming from the people was not mine. And I was walking around not arrogantly, but I was walking around confidently. Confident in the promises of the Most High Yah. And then I thought about this. What? Not America? What? Not white evangelical Christian America? Revelations chapter 18, and I've been on this now for a couple of times, or the last couple of videos. But I'm going to go a little bit further. And it says, starting at chapter or verse 2, chapter 18 of Revelations, it says, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." See, Christian America gloated, evangelicals boast in how we have gone to all nations to evangelize in the name of Christianity. And now Scripture is revealing that that is the very contamination that is going to also cause all these nations to fall right along with the great Babylon, the America. Why? Because the religion of Christianity has taught lies that now are going to be harvested. Verse 4, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, the great Babylon, Christianity, white evangelical America, my people, the true chosen people of the Most High Yah, our black brothers and sisters, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins now have reached unto heaven, and the Most High Yah God hath remembered white America's sins and iniquities. Now reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she has filled, to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow now give to her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Most High Yah who judges her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city of Babylon, the great empire of the United States of America, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. What? Not America. And especially not now that we have a president that not only has spoken from his mouth that he is the chosen one of God, and that has been confirmed and reaffirmed over and over by great and small alike evangelical leaders in this country. That yes, he is Trump, the trumpet that is going to bring back America to the roots of Christianity. How we originally established this nation on the principles of the Bible and the religion of Christianity. If we're in the process of becoming this great nation back to the roots of our Christian faith, then why is this virus not passing over us? But wait a minute. As evangelicals, we have said throughout the years that when America is judged, it will be judged due to abortion and homosexuality. But yet this administration is making laws that are outlawing abortion, and it is allowing people to fire homosexuals and not even hire them. So why is this not passing over? We're building a great wall. We're creating a great economy. We're connecting with people who are our enemies. Why is this not passing over? Because America, the great Babylon, the religion of Catholicism, which includes Christianity, Mormons, Muslims, and Jehovah's Witnesses, is coming down. Because Catholicism, Christianity, alike, was created to not only disguise and remove the true identity of the true chosen people of the Most High Yah, but we have set those religions up to create a white supremacy and to allow cruelty, enslavement, and hate towards our black brothers and sisters and people of color. I remember our president recently calling various countries of color shitholes. And according to this, it sounds like that same definition is going to be used on America. Because if you believe that this coronavirus is going to be passing away like other illnesses have, or viruses have, or flus have in the season, you might be right. But you need to be prepared for what comes next. And what comes next is going to be greater than what is now. Because it says here that in a day, death and mourning and famine. This coronavirus has not brought that in a day. So that means there's more to come. It also says that we will be rewarded double for everything that we have given out. It also says that there will be a great darkness that will cover all those nations, and an incredible darkness over the people. So if you look at history, there was no vaccine, there was no wall, there was nothing that will hinder the movement or the justice or the promises of the Most High Yah, nor will it keep back a harvest of what has been planted through our lives, individually, corporately, or as a nation. And I know I have some of my Gentile people that are still laughing and saying, we had polio, we had this, and we had this years ago that wiped out all kinds of people. You're absolutely right. But see, now we're at a different season. And the season that we're at now, that we weren't before, is the season of the Gentiles has come to an end. And now the season of Jacob and the chosen people, the Most High Yah, are going to do exactly what is written in Isaiah 60. And when I walked through Costco today, thinking that I was arrogant because I wasn't running to try to get water, I wasn't angry because there was no chicken in the coolers, I wasn't grabbing a number to wait in line for 45 minutes or an hour to get a rotisserie chicken, the Most High Yah let me know that I've cleaved to His chosen people. And just like Rahab or any stranger or anybody that cleaves to the nation, to His chosen people, they too will be passed over when the plagues and death and mourning and the darkness comes. Just like Rahab was when the wall of Jericho came falling down. And then He gave me Isaiah 60. And I want to leave this scripture to those of you who know you belong to the Most High Yah. Isaiah 60, starting at verse 1. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon us, you, His true chosen people. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the peoples. So when I was wondering why are people buying toilet paper and paper towels when you should be buying food, because I can wipe myself with a cloth that I can wash. So why would I use that money in this season of not knowing what's going on and possibly a lack of food? And the Most High Yah said, because when darkness covers you and that fear covers you, you will act and do things that make no sense. See, darkness is covering the earth, and thick darkness is over the people. But the Lord rises upon you, Israel. Rises upon you, your true chosen people, you Hebrews. Nations are going to come to your light, and kings to the brightness of your dawn. So lift up your eyes, my black brothers and sisters, and those who are cleaving to you as the true chosen people. Lift up your eyes and look about you. All assemble and come to you. Your sons come from afar, and your daughters are carried on the hip. Then you will look and be radiant. Your heart will throb and swell with joy. The wealth on the seas will be brought to you. To you, the riches of all the nations are coming to you. Herds of camels will cover your land, young camels of Midian and Ephah. And all from Sheba will come, bearing to you the gold and the incense, and proclaiming the praises of your God, the true God, the Most High Yah, Yahuwah, Yahweh. And so when I walk around, and when you walk around knowing who you are, the blood descendants of Jacob, you walk around in confidence and boldness to know that your light has come. And the darkness that is covering the nations and the deep darkness that's covering the people is only so that the light and the glory of the Most High Yah on you, his chosen people, will be seen across this world. And only those who cleave to you will also be saved of the darkness, the gloom, the doom, the famine, the plagues that are on their way. To him that have an ear, may he hear. We here at One Love will continue to spread this message with confidence and boldness. And if you are somebody that would be willing to support our work, we could use it. Recently, I have been invited down to Texas State University to freely share all this truth. I was supposed to happen on April the 24th, but I got an email today to say that we're not saying no, but we're saying as of right now, we may have to push it back a little bit. But see, I know there's going to be a slight of a clearing at some point, And that's when my white evangelical Gentiles are going to start to ask questions that, why is it if we're doing all these things to make white America great again as a Christian nation, Trump is starting to put Bibles back into schools? Yet, this darkness is coming over us. Some of my people may turn an ear to hear. But I also proclaim this truth not to teach, but hopefully to also open the eyes of some of my black brothers and sisters who yet have not embraced this truth of who you really are, and you're still in her, in the religion of Christianity. Please come out of her. Please recognize that you are the true chosen person, people of God, and please come out of the religion of Christianity. No longer share in her sins of lies and white supremacy and oppression to anybody and everybody that is not looking like me. And join and assemble with your people so that the glory of the Most High Yah can rise over you and take you to where you've always been created to be, as kings and queens of the Most High Yah. My webpage and other ways of connecting with me are in the notes. If you want to connect with me, please email me at dana@onelovesociety.love, ONELOVE society.love. Please reach out to me via email, because I do not always get to every comment or message from Facebook or other arenas. If you've contacted me some other way and you are waiting for me to get back to you, please know that I haven't seen it or got it. So please email me. But we have to assemble together. And we got to come out of her. We got to come out of her. Have no fear, and know that he who dwells in the shelter of the true Most High Yah will find rest in the shadows of the Almighty. Shalom.